half hour on the network service of Radio Nigeria. We don't have to waste much time. I have to introduce my guest in the studio today. I have the Deputy Director, Zonal Operations Controller for the Dpr Lagos, Mr. Wole Akinyosoye. Glad to have you in the program today, sir.
Thank you, Leka. It's
All right.
nice to be here.
Yeah, we also have the Head Products, Depots and Jetties, Lagos Zonal Office of the DPR, Mr. Jerry Udebunam. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, Lekon.
All right, so let's get started now. The Yuletide is here already. I know there's this fear that comes to the Yuletide, scarcity. Is the stock level at the depots and the current rate of importation sufficient to take us as a nation through the Yuletide season? Let's start with you, Mr. Akinyosoye.
Thank you, Leka. And I'm not surprised you are asking me that question early in the program.
Okay.
Because we basically have more than required in storage, and the facts are evident for everybody to see. Today in storage at Lagos Depot, we have more than 500 million liters of PMS.
500 million.
Right. That's compared to about 200 million liters this time last year. And that was what explained the mayhem of last year, because really 300 million is about our threshold. The queues have gone, and you will know that that's happened since early this year, around February. And if you're at any station this morning, I'm sure you drove in and you are properly served. We have therefore been consistently assuring the public that unlike last year, there will be adequate supply of petroleum product now during the Yuletide and in the season well beyond.
Okay, so that's a lot of hope for Nigerians.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Now, OPEC recently made a decision for members to cut down crude production due to the drop in the price of oil globally. Nigeria is a part of that community. What is the effect of that decision? Or what would that effect have on us as Nigerians?
Let's get the figures and the facts right. We are talking about 1.2 million barrels per day globally. That's just like a minuscule. It's like a drop in the ocean, which is very insignificant. But don't forget, production adjustment by OPEC is not a new feature at all. In fact, that is a usual practice, always employed by the organization to balance demand and supply and get a good price for its members at the market. What's important here for us is to ensure that Nigeria stock up its supplies to ensure adequate product supply locally, especially at this time when the demand is up. And as I've just told you, this I can confidently assure you have been done. What we currently have in stock at the depots and in our shores can take us well into the first quarter of 2019. We have learned significant lessons from what happened last year.
Okay, quite some information there from the head, the department Deputy Director of Zonal Operations of the DPR. So if that's coming from you, it means we have a lot to hold as Nigerians. But let's move now to the Head Products, Depot and Jetties. There's a lot of people talk about scarcity. And the Deputy Director has said something about the volume of petroleum product that is available. It means Nigerians should not be scared. We want to hear from you now. What input are you adding to that?
Well, like the Zone Operations Control has said, we are not afraid of scarcity this time around because we have a threshold of 300 million liters, under which we become skeptical about what's going to happen to the supply and distribution of products in the country. But today, like he said, we have over 500 million liters, which is huge, and that will take us into the first half of next year if nothing happens. But we know that definitely we shall continue to have these products available. So we're not scared about that.
Okay. Now, the issue of product diversion is one issue that results in scarcity a lot of times based on records from the past. What is the DPR doing to ensure that we don't have issues of diversion and scarcity, which is usually the product?
Yeah, actually diversion is a major factor. But what we have done is that we have upped our surveillance activities, our staff on the streets on a daily basis to ensure that there are no product diversions. Okay, we send daily loading manifests to DPR offices across this nation to also enable them monitor to ensure that loaded products land at the destination where they're supposed to go. So we have this process of monitoring from the depots where they're loaded to the filling stations across the nation, all over the nation.
Do you have DPR officials drive with them? like in the tanks, the trucks?
No, we have our men at the depot where these products are loaded, and we have our offices across the country, all over the country, in all the states of the nation. So we have this daily manifest we send across to them. They know what's coming to them, and then it arrives there, and there's a report that gets back to us that these products have arrived at destination safely.
Okay.
So on top of the situation.
Mr. Akinso, you want to add to that?
Yeah, as a rider to your question, actually, you are talking about diversion outside Nigerian borders.
Oh.
These mistakes are often made that DPR is responsible for that. We're not. We don't police the borders. That's not part of our duties. But for every molecule that left our depot, we have the responsibility to account inside Nigeria.
Okay. If you're just joining us, you're listening to DPR Half Hour on the network service of Radio Nigeria. You can call 0818-706-9979, 0813-331-3172. These are the numbers to call to ask questions and comments right here on the program this morning. We're talking about availability of the product, particularly this Yuletide season. Now, Mr. Kirsch, the current gridlock in Apapa and Lagos in general, that's causing a lot of trouble, particularly when it comes to trucks moving in and out and making the products available to Nigerians who consume them. Is there anything you're doing or you can do to help check this trend?
Yeah, thank you, Lekon, again. I must first of all admit to you that the gridlock is a very unfortunate development. Not only that we allowed it to happen as a country, but that it has persisted for this long. And the earlier we get over it, the better it will be for operations at the Apapa depots. But don't forget, there are 75 product depots located in Apapa area alone, accounting for more than 60% of product imported into this country. And it is therefore rational to expect that when Apapa sneezes, the product market catches cold. But despite the prognosis, you will agree with me that since there have been no product scarcity before now, at least from February until now, despite the unfortunate traffic situation in the area, there is no reason for us to panic now. Beyond that, DPR has been working closely with the law enforcement agencies, especially on traffic and on traffic management in that area. And in this, actually, we have to commend LASMA and NSDC. They have been making the situation more manageable for us. And we would actually redouble our efforts with them, especially at this season. I specifically, therefore, wish to thank the Lagos Commandant of NSCDC and also the Chief Executive of LASMA for their usual cooperation and prompt response whenever we needed their help in the Apapa area.
Okay. 0818-706-9979, 0813-331-3172. These are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program, to ask questions. Okay, we'll stick to 0818-706-9979. Let's stick to that number, 0818-706-9979. If you have a question, just call in straight to the point, and our guest will provide answers to the questions. Let's see, we have some calls coming in already. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Odolegan. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, from Abu. Go ahead.
So, good morning again in the house.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, I want to first and foremost, I want to sympathize with you guys for the recent incident that happened last week. The two tankers that have the African and the Christian husband, because I know that when such things happen, you become a challenge for you to meet up the demand of these people that are in the area. So I sympathize with you guys on that one.
Thank you.
And my question is this: how do they stop having the stock, the different kids, distributing it in other different things? So you say you have more than having billion liters in stock. Have you already started distributing, because there's no more time? Most of the tankers from here to from Lagos to Sokoto, it will take 2 to 3 days. So if you not start distributing this on time, maybe you still have to express some key in some areas. Are you start distributing it, or you're going to start it next week?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Did you get a question?
Yeah, of course I did get the question. And I want to thank you for sympathizing with us about this trailer accident. And but let me go directly to your question. I need to let you know that tanker loading happens 365 days a year. It's not done only during Yuletide season. It's an ongoing process. For the mere fact that we've been doing this since January and that the products have been arriving at the forecourt should give assurance that during this Yuletide season, when we're redoubling our efforts, that we have nothing to be afraid of.
All right, nothing to be afraid of. When that comes from a top official of the DPR, you should take that to the bank. 0813-331-3172 or 0818-706-9979. That's the number, 0818-706-9979. Mr. Jerry, let's look at the recent subsidy claim of sovereign debts of 800 billion naira by marketers. Can you, I direct that question to Mr. Akinyosoye. Can you tell us the pricing regulation status of PMS as of today in Nigeria?
Well, we have a uniform pricing system, and the pricing regulation on the template for PMS is 145 naira a liter.
145 naira a liter.
A liter.
Okay.
All right. And what's your rider? What's your question again?
The question is, we just want to know the pricing, the present status right now.
Yeah, it's there.
145.
It's 145.
145.
It has not been
145.
shifted from 145, and the government is not thinking about shifting it now.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Am I online to this PPM discussion?
DPR half hour on the network service of Radio Nigeria. Tell us your name and your location.
Okay. Emmanuel Ebojeru from Abuja.
All right,
From
Manuel.
Abuja.
Okay, Manuel, go ahead with the question. 1 minute, please.
Okay. Please, my question should be directed to the man you are speaking with. As regards to the price of gas, that's GS, I don't know what they call it, gasoline at the market. Currently, we are buying gas at 260 per liter in Abuja here. And nobody is complaining. I don't know why gas price is different from petrol price like that.
Thank you so very much, Emmanuel. Let me take you back the memory lane. What I guess we're talking about is the price for AGO. That's what we traditionally call diesel here. Diesel is operating a deregulated market. It's willing buyer and willing seller. And so we don't have control at DPR on what a seller sells right at the pump. But what we have control on regarding AGO is the volume. 10 liters had to be dispensed for 10 liters. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to help you in that situation. But if you are talking about where they are selling petrol, that is PMS, for more than the regulated price of 145, then we will be of help.
Okay. There's this threat by the marketers, all the marketers, to shut down operations based on the disagreement the agreement they're yet to have with the federal government on the subsidy claim. Will that in any way pose any threats to distribution of petroleum products around the nation?
Yeah, from our side here, we don't see any threat in that because we have the comfort that government is negotiating with them. You will recollect that if you read the papers today and yesterday, that they have already been able to have a point of conflict between themselves and the government, and I think the peace is holding. And you will agree with me that these are Nigerians, and they are very patriotic Nigerians. I'm sure they are not going to put any. They are not going to put any spanner in the wheels,
Okay.
especially at this time.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and location, please?
David, speaking from Port Harcourt.
David from Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
All right, David, go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, David, not David.
Okay, Dennis.
Yes.
Okay, Dennis, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is directed to the director, the acting director, who spoke before, and it's based on the comment he made before. He said the account for all the products that are listed locally, that are circulated within Nigeria, and they don't have the ability to track.
Hello? Okay, we lost that one. You were saying something about if you have what it takes to get it.
No, I understand this question.
Okay.
Because the picture of 500 billion liters I put on the table, of 500 billion liters I put on the table as our current stock is for Lagos zone. that does not account for instance, product that will come from Port Harcourt or from depots in Ogara. And as to whether we have the capacity to deliver these at the forecourt, to the best of our ability, we are saying yes. And we have told you about how we track product accounting from the depot to the stations. And today we have DPR in all the zones in Nigeria, and we have our offices in 22 states. And the states without our offices, I can tell you that DPR will get there within an hour. So most of this product manifest that we send is to ensure that whatever is loaded from our depot actually ended up at the forecourt.
Okay.